영어로 해야 되는데 이거 큰일 났네요. 그 영어로 하면 괜찮은데 지금 두 분이 독일어로 대화를 하고 계세요. 독일어로 대화를 하고 계셔서 뭐라고 말하는지 알아들을 수가 없어요. 정말 독일 친구를 여기서 멀리서 이렇게 만난 것 같은 그런 느낌이에요. 뭐 중요한 얘기를 하시는 건지 조금도 끼어들 수가 없네. 진짜 재밌어서 이렇게 얘기하는 건지 제가 껴들까봐 계속 말하는 척 하는 건지 모르겠어요. 이게 지금 영어로 말해주면 지금 껴들면 되겠구나 이럴 텐데.
Are you recording us? No.
No. I cannot speak German.
Okay.
So, you guys looks like friends.
Yeah, we are almost. We are all friends. We work in Hyundai Motor Company. Yeah.
So you make the fine tune at last time, right? So what is the important thing when you tuning?
The refining of all the different components, how you arrange them, that they nicely act nicely together. That is the key job to do.
You work very hard, I've heard, and I've heard you're almost time you are spend your time at Europe.
No, not really. I'm traveling a lot, but I think that the most time I'm here. I think the last month I spent maybe 2 days in the studio in Europe. So.
Oh, really? So almost time you are here.
Yeah, and I need to go to all kinds of events in Europe, in America, and here, and sometimes to China. So I'm traveling a lot and trying to coordinate all the different design centers. So they're all running in the same direction.
Yeah, sounds very nice. At first time you came to Korea, you say the philosophy of your you mentioned about your philosophy, the simplicity of lines.
Yeah.
That is very very impact, and that is very simple line. And what is this car's philosophy?
Well, Hyundai, or in this case now Genesis, is a bit more. If you say the simplicity of the straight line was for Kia, so Kia is very architectural, and Hyundai is a bit more kind of fluidic shapes and more elegant three-dimensional shapes. You can see the body side and all these kind of things.
So you're keeping your philosophy still together.
Also, I personally have my own philosophy, how to make things. No matter, things need to be kind of have a certain honesty. They got to be well arranged constructions. It's about proportions. It's very important.
That's right. But when I saw the new Sportage, but I cannot find the simplicity. It is very complex lines.
You have to, a car needs to be emotional, and it's a very complex object.
That's right.
And you have to make the right tension between what was I going to say?
You can say German because of that. I can translate it later.
No, it's just, I don't think that the Sportage is that complicated. It's pretty clear what it is. When you look at it, it's pretty clear. But of course, you need certain surfaces and lines on every car. Otherwise, it would just be a square block. So it's a matter of the tension of surfaces, and there is no straight line on a car.
Yeah. That's right.
It's,
I cannot believe you make every cars. So, what is your weight to Hyundai or Kia?
I try to, to work together with both teams at an equal amount. I think that since I started for Hyundai, of course, I spent a lot of time in Hyundai because also it's so many projects, and so. But every time I'm here and I go to Namyang, I go to both teams and work with them. But in each place you need a good team. That's very. I cannot do it alone, of course.
Yeah, that's right. So you have a good team.
We do. Yeah.
In Korea and Europe and
also and in America. And you can see from the results that only with a good team you can make good cars.
So how much you satisfy this car?
I think it came out great. I cannot wait to see it on the street, because on the street we will have again a different impression. But I really like the overall look. The proportion is really nice. It's a dream package for a designer with the with the big wheels and the front wheel pushed forward. This kind of premium proportion is fantastic to work with.
That's right. But some people say that front wheel is very sporty, sportier than before. So that is too young or too sporty.
But the young people get older also. So,
yeah, that's right.
It's for me. It's better it's too young than too old.
Yeah.
It's got to be fresh,
Yeah.
And you don't want to look old in a car. I think it's important that it looks fresh.
That's right. That's right. So yes, that's right. Fresh and young is very important for the car.
Yeah.
Yes. And what about the rear C-pillar? That is too thick, I think.
You think it's too thick?
Too thick.
I think it's just right. And it's for a car of that size. It's important to have a stable C-pillar that sits on the rear wheel because it gives it this kind of weight and also a protected feeling from the inside, because often in this type of car the owner sits in the back and they want to be protected they want to be private or have their privacy,
like a Rolls Royce or Bentley.
Yeah, something like that.
That's important for this kind of car. This car.
I think so.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
You always make us happy. Thank you very much. 피터슈라이어는 워낙에 디자인도 잘하시는 분이고 워낙에 말씀도 잘하시는 분이어서 항상 이렇게 감사하게 이렇게 인터뷰를 하고 있습니다. 비어만 부사장님은 또 무슨 얘기를 하는지 참 궁금하네요. 비어만 부사장님도 한번 여쭤보도록 하죠.
Yeah, the body structure. It is the most important of a car for me. I'm an engineer, not just the safety. All the systems, everything is attached to the body in mind, to the structure. So if the structure is strong, then all the system can work better. And that is the key for good performance. And this car is a very strong substance. So that is the basis for the good performance. No, and also from, let's say, technological point of view, there's so much progress in the car to make this a more enjoyable driving. So I'm quite long. I love to sit in the back of this car. Although normally I prefer to drive. I like to drive, and I also like to drive the HI. But this car, I also like to sit in the back.
What's your height?
I'm 1 meter and 93 centimeters.
Wow.
So
Very tall.
yeah, but I'm really happy with the interior of this car. Also the driver's seat. Yeah, I can perfectly adjust the driver's seat to me. No matter if I drive in the city or I drive on the racetrack, I can always adjust the seat in a way that I find my perfect driving position.
Of
Yeah. Yeah, the driver's seat can go very low. Yeah. And I like it to sit very low, like in a sports car. When I go fast, if I go on a racetrack, I put it all the way down, and I have a good side support. So very strong brakes. So you can also push the HI.
Can I ask a question? So, what is most important when you're tuning this car?
The most important, like I said before, is the balancing, the balance of the car. All these parts that matter, the way they are connected, how you tune. Yeah. So everything between the tire and your hand, every part, like front tire, the steering rack, the ball joints of the steering rods, the steering columns, everything needs to be tuned very nicely. Every rubber bushing. So we were working very intensely on every little rubber bush to fine tune it, that you always find a very nice balance between the isolation of road noise and the isolation from the engine and the gearbox and the rear axle, but still have a lot of good control, good driving precision, so the precision of driving and the agility, the way the car reacts to you. This is a huge luxury sedan with a lot of substance, so it should not be too nervous, but still feel very safe and very precise. So all this character, the way you feel the car, that should match also with the way it looks. So it looks like strong and substantial, and also the way it feels is like, it feels very substantial. Like a very solid and safe car, but still very precise to drive.
Yes, that sounds very hard. So, how many times you drive this car?
Many times.
Over the 1,000?
Yeah, I joined the company 8 months ago.
Yes.
But after, I think, 2 weeks, chairman asked me, especially to take care of this project. So this was definitely my priority number one project in the last 7.5 months.
Who is the chairman?
My chairman.
Is Jung Fu.
We have only one chairman.
Only one chairman.
He by himself. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, he comes to Namyang almost every month. He drives.
Really?
He drives the cars. He goes
Himself?
to. Yeah, of course. He drove HI many times. The EQ900. Yeah. And we go to design studio and look at new cars, and he opens engine hood, and so he is really enthusiastic about what we do in Namyang.
Wow.
When do you see N brand will be adapted to Genesis brand?
There is some plan, and for with the high performance cars, we work for Hyundai and the Genesis brand for both, and we have some roadmap. But I cannot tell you today when we will work on what project. The first car will be a Hyundai car, and it will be in production in 2 years from now. We will already produce the first car.
Not Genesis.
No, the first car is a Hyundai.
I-30.
I cannot tell you. I cannot confirm.
Okay. That's no problem.
Yeah,
But,
maybe next week we are going to have another meeting with him.
okay. Yeah.
Through the media
When?
test drive next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Active, right?
This car has air suspension before, and this generation it can lead it. So I don't know why more comfortable or more sportier it can change.
Not necessarily. First of all, it's more complicated and creates more trouble in the long term. Especially now in the winter time. Air suspension car. No, in the winter time, it's like a big rubber spring. It's like rubber,
Yes.
So in the winter they stiffen up. The car becomes more stiff in the winter. In the summer, it's soft. So with the steel spring, we don't have that.
So character is changed when
With the air suspension, it changes more. Yeah.
It has German tire, Continental.
Yeah.
So, but is it better than Korean? It's kind of a Kumo or Hangul tire.
This is hard to tell if it's better.
Yes.
It's a matter of your focus. And some tires they are more focusing maybe on the comfort side, and other tires are more focusing on the handling side, and others more on how long they would last. Yeah. So, and for the EQ900, we were picking a tire where there's strong focus on quality and ride comfort. Yeah. So
For this car, right? Suitable for this car.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But is it a summer tire?
No, this is an all-season tire. For the general markets like Arabia, we will also offer summer tire, but not for the domestic market. The domestic market, 18-inch and 19-inch is both all-season tires.
Why? Summer tire is better, I think.
It depends, you know. In the Korean customers, they don't want to change tires for the winter time. So so from all of our experience with all our cars, Korean market definitely prefers all-season tires. This is similar like to the US. US customers, they prefer all-season tires. And they accept maybe that in some area, at some point they have a little bit of a disadvantage, but in other area they have an advantage. You know, if you look at the weather situation we have right now, so then you are really better off with all-season tire. Yeah, summer tire then it is getting too cold now for summer tire. So you need to change the tire.
What do you think? What is the difference, like compared to BMW Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, when it goes to the abroad market for engineering point of view?
I mean, every brand tries to give some special character to their car, and I think from our side we clearly made this a very enjoyable, luxurious, comfortable car. Yeah. So and there this car is very strong. So especially for Korea, this car is specially tuned for domestic market, and there will be different tuning, for example, for the US. So we will highly adapt the G90 for different markets. Yeah. So and individualize kind of for local markets. So and I don't think other brands do like that they differentiate so much between different markets. So and we took a lot of focus on the EQ900 for Korean driving situations. Yeah, I have never driven over so many speed bumps like here in Korea testing this car. Yeah, so we really tuned this car that it nicely handles all the speed bumps and the bad roads like in Seoul City or the back roads. So I think we are really very, very competitive with the EQ900 when it comes to typical Korean driving situations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
네, 고맙습니다.